So you're interested in Microsoft Copilot, but wondering what can you do with it? In this episode of Virteva's Tech Tips, I'll show you a few ways to get started using Copilot and Microsoft Word to save you time and help you create documents faster and more efficiently. Copilot and Microsoft Word can be a great way to clear writer's block. In our first example, we're going to create a document from scratch by simply using the Draft with Copilot tool. So in this example, we're going to create a proposal document for my bee conservation project. I'm going to prompt Copilot and ask to build a document that I can share with my leadership team. And in the document, I'm also going to include a section for related impacts on the environment, as well as details about estimated project costs, and I'm going to put that directly into a table. So Copilot will take a moment to reach out to the web, check its sources, and pull things together. And as it begins to pull down information, it'll begin to build the document over the next few moments. We can see on the screen that as it's continuing to work, more and more of the document is being put together. And this can take, again, anywhere from 30 seconds to a couple of minutes, depending on the level of detail of the document. So we can see as I've scrolled down here that it's still building the table and building the conclusion statement. But we want to go a little bit further with this document. So we're going to be presenting it to leadership. So what I want to add on here is an executive summary to the top of the document. So it's an easy summary for executive leadership to review and understand exactly what I'm asking for here. Same as before, Copilot is examining the document, the context that it's already pre-written, and now it's going out and it's searching the web and other sources to help build that executive summary. So as it begins to pull this information down from the web, we can see that it's beginning to populate the document with additional information in that executive summary section. As I scroll down, you'll be able to see that the document that we created before is intact, as well as the table outlining the costs of starting a bee conservatory. If we wanted to make additional edits to the document at this time, it would be just as if we were editing a normal Word document. Copilot's going to ask if we like the changes here. We're going to keep them for now, and we'll tune this up a little bit before we send it off to leadership. In the next example, we're going to take a look at the executive summary that we created, and we're going to change the tone of that by clicking on the Rewrite with Copilot button. Copilot's currently examining the executive summary that exists today, and it's going to suggest a rewrite on its own. But we want this rewrite to have a slightly different tone, again, because it's being presented to C-level leadership in our organization. So we're going to end up clicking on the Adjust Tone button, and we're going to change it to Professional, and then we're going to click Generate. So there's not as much of the document here to create, so Copilot's able to do it a little bit faster. It gives us two different examples of rewrites, and we can either replace it or insert inline. And this looks good. Now let's take a look at an example where Copilot in Microsoft Word can help us summarize a document to more quickly understand the context of the document and how it will be useful for our project. So I've reached out to the internet here to collect a Be Better Certified Labeling Standards document. This is a very lengthy document that I originally downloaded as a PDF file and then converted to a Word document for the purposes of this example using Copilot. So again, fairly lengthy document. It's about 17 pages. What we're going to do with Copilot is we're going to click on the Copilot button in the ribbon. And here Copilot will give you some choices. By default, we're going to use the default Summarize This Document button. So Copilot was able to very quickly reference this document and pull a quick summary and bullet points of main ideas for us to review. You'll also notice footnotes under each bullet point that will give us additional references, and we can click on that additional references button to further detail out exactly where it got that information from and where it's being referenced from. So here I'm asking for a little bit more specific information about the Be Better product seal. Copilot's going to search the document and provide us a little bit of additional information in this context window so that we don't have to go directly into the document and find that information. So we can see that Copilot pulled back some additional information for us about the Be Better certified product seal to give us a little bit more information about availability of use on products and how to best use that seal for our own products. We're going to ask one more question here about the Be Better ingredient seal, and we'll see how quickly Copilot can pull that information back for us as well. And again, here we are. We have some additional information based on that secondary prompt that we used. So in our last example, we opened a file and we used Copilot to summarize it. But what if I just want to reference a file that I already have access to? So in this example, we're going to open up a fresh Word window. We're going to invoke Copilot by clicking on the Copilot button, and then I'm going to prompt Copilot to create a one-page summary of that 17-page standards document by using the reference a file button or the / button on your keyboard to invoke Copilot to search for, find that document, and then use it to create a summary document using the prompt I created. So we can see that very quickly here, Copilot's examined that document and it's already built us the summary. You will notice some markups in the document that we will have to pay attention to, such as the URL in brackets. We'd have to insert that ourselves. But again, this creates a very quick document for us that we can either choose to change or keep, and then just do a little bit of additional editing on our own. And the whole purpose is to save time and be more efficient. These are just a few ways that you can work smarter and not harder by using Microsoft Copilot across your different Microsoft applications. In future videos, we'll be showcasing additional Office applications such as PowerPoint, Excel, Teams, and more. Stay tuned for the next episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed the content. Thanks.
Bees?